Hi, I'm Chris Fritsche. I'm the site superintendent for both the Battle of Lexington State Historic Site and Confederate Memorial. And in this informational video, we're going to be talking about what's been going on within the park in this past year and what's coming up in the future as well. We're going to start here at the Battle of Lexington and then eventually jump over to Confederate. So let's get started. This past year has been fantastic for groups coming out to visit us. We're actually up to our pre-COVID numbers, which is phenomenal. A lot of school groups coming out. We had the best fall we've had in years, and we've had a lot of different groups, especially related to history, coming out and visit us, especially history clubs from school. 3 in particular, anywhere between 10 to 45 kids in these clubs learning their history and still exploring what's out there. So we're excited about that. We also had 3 different staff rides from different military groups. They come in and learn about the battle and tweak it to maybe a modern sense, or figure out what could have been done in the past to change an outcome of the battle, money back quarterbacking and stuff like that. So it was neat to have all of our servicemen come out and sharing our battle with them as well. Another fun and really exciting program I did was Seniors to Parks. Now last year we did it and we had a group from the VA come out and spend time with us. This year we had a group from a assisted living home come out. And we taught them about food preservation. We gave them a tour of the Anderson house, but more importantly, they came out, we had it all set up in the back area by the Anderson house, a whole kitchen area where they learned how to do Dutch oven cooking. And it just wasn't me giving a demonstration. They actually are the ones who taught and were preparing the meal, and then eventually allowing the Dutch ovens cook the meal for them while they were on a different tour. They came back, and I have to say it was probably one of the best meals we ever did as a group, and hands down one of the funnest times I've had in a long time. So I'm really appreciative for the Seniors to Parks program, and I'm glad we're actually part of that. All right, now please bear with me, guys. This is not a swimming pool without any water. This is actually the foundation used as a summer kitchen back in the day when the Anderson house was operating. Now, we had our annual park day, and it's a national effort where people from all over the United States go to different battlefields and help us do a project to clean up an area. And this year we decided to actually clean up our area so we can actually interpret the summer kitchen a lot better. Now, we had the guys from the Croker Mess come out. They're a reenactment group from Illinois and Missouri. While we had the Croker Mess here, we actually got them together to talk about 2026. Now, that may seem like a little bit down the road. However, it's coming up pretty quick, and that's our 165th anniversary of the battle that took place here. What we really found out, unless the battle ended in a 5 or a 0, not many people show up for the anniversaries. But if it is a 5 or a 0, we have a lot bigger response from the public to actually spend time here during those anniversary weekends. In 2026 is 165 years, and it actually falls on the actual dates on the weekend of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 18th, 19th, and 20th. The biggest day will be September 19th, and we'll have the charge of the Anderson house being reenacted. We'll have camp life set up from the reenactors. We'll also have our hospital tours at nighttime. So those are candlelight tours. Those are a lot of fun. We'll make mostly the day is going to be on the 19th, that Saturday, but we'll try to do things on that Friday night and on Sunday morning as well too. So mark on your calendar. We're giving you plenty of heads notice to please come out and come see us September 18th, 19th, 20th in 2026 for the 165th anniversary of the Battle of Lexington. Working in a park is not just me, it's a team of us. Another person I have to thank is Carla Strand. She's my lead interpreter here at the park, and she does an amazing job actually teaching and instructing our seasonal staff about giving tours and programs, and just helping with the everyday operation of the place as well too. So I can't forget about mentioning Carla and our seasonal staff. These guys are bread and butter. They give most of the tours. They're interacting with these people coming out here. So please give them a big thank you when you see them on your next visit. They'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Well, welcome everyone to Confederate Memorial. We've got a lot of progress going on this year in the park. But the first thing I want to start with though is the ponds. And right behind me you can notice the pond that we have. And as you can see, we've been having issues of algae, moss, duckweed, just covering the surfaces all over the place. Luckily this year, we actually conducted a study. We're waiting on the results right now, and we're hoping that it's going to give us an idea how to fix our ponds. dredging might be an issue or a result of that. And if it is, please bear with us, because dredging is awful messy and it leaves a lot of mess for about a year or so for a complete cleanup on that. But we're going to do new ways of maybe channeling the way the water comes into the park, because it's all runoff from the farm fields surrounding us, and trying to clean that water before it actually even gets into the ponds. So we're not exactly sure when we're going to study. I think we'll get the study done in this month in July at some point. So maybe by the time we were watching this, we'll actually have some results, and then we can start implementing some of those plans. All right, now you may be thinking, why am I showing you this pole with some green thing on the ground right there in front of you? Well, we also have new water and sewer lines, like I was saying, and this is going to be a future project where we can have a flushable bathroom here in the park. So the site is actually being set up with running water and a sewer, so we can have that flushable toilet. As you look out and about, you'll notice we've actually had quite a few losses of trees the last couple of years. So what we decided to do is restart planting trees. And last year we put about 40 trees in, and a year before that we put 40 trees in. So we've put a total of 80 trees in the last 2 years. We've got more we'll order this year to put in for the ones that we've lost. We've lost quite a few trees in the last couple of years, mostly because all these trees were planted at the same time, mostly around the 1920s. Trees don't live forever, unfortunately, and so we have a lot of die-off happening, and we've had some really bad drought time the last couple of years as well to put a lot of stress on some of the trees too. As you can see, the pergola has a new top, and I admit this project took a little longer than I would have liked, but the amount of work that went into the structure was a lot more than we anticipated. We're still going to do the concrete floor and the steps and the tuck pointing on the brick columns to wrap it all up, and that'll be done this time this summer in the fall. Another project we have is a new roof on the hospital building. We're in the development and planning stages right now. We've had plans done on it. We've had inspections done on it so far, and we're hoping to actually start the process of putting the new roof on sometime in the fall. The hope truly is to also put a slate looking roof on there like it originally was back in the day, instead of the asphalt shingles that are on there now. We're not going to put real slate on because of the weight and the cost of things, so the idea is to put an artificial slate roof on, or shingles that look like a slate roof, just so it has that, that distinctive style and design. We're also getting new fascia and downspouts and guttering system to really help protect the envelope of the building to keep around for a long time. Another really exciting project we have going on right now are getting new way signs that really tell a story about the site. So we're standing right now, right in front of the chapel. We're gonna have a sign right here that actually talks about the chapel, gives about its history, and we'll have a few other places, especially around the historical section of the area, of brand new signs that's really gonna tell a more in-depth story. And when you look out, you're actually gonna see the places that we're talking about. This year we've had some personnel changes as well. Marissa, who's been with us since 2017, has been promoted, and she is now assistant superintendent at Arrow Rock State Historic Site. So yay, Marissa, way to go. She did amazing work here for the collections and running the operations, our daily operations happening. But she's going to make a fantastic addition over in Arrow Rock, so state parks are lucky to still have her, and we're excited to see what she does over there. Now with that said, we have a new assistant administrator here as well too. His name is Jeff Rogers. He was my maintenance worker down in Lexington, and he is now over here. He's going to run the daily operations that we have here at the park. He's going to maintain the maintenance of things and take care of the maintenance guys. And he's learning. It's a new kind of position and job for him. He's very excited. He's been to a bunch of training so far, from interpretive training to some more maintenance training. He'll have some leadership training as well. So if you come to the park, please stop by and say hi to him. I know he'd really appreciate that. Now we do have our two maintenance guys. We have Corey and Brad. And they do amazing work in making sure the park is up to snuff and looking good. They're the ones out there mowing and weed eating and everything like that, along with our seasonal staff too. You can't forget about those guys. They do an exorbitant amount of work to really help us maintain the park. Thank you for watching our public information video. Please feel free to share this with your family and friends. We value your feedback, and commenting will be open for 30 days on YouTube and at mostateparks.com. If you have any questions, please refer to our contact information, which is provided here for your convenience. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find this information in the video description. If you're watching us in moparkstates.com, you can find it at the bottom of the page. Thanks to the citizens of Missouri, our state parks and historic sites are supported by a 1% parks, soil, and water sales tax. This sales tax allows free access to Missouri's 93 state parks and historic sites. Remember, you're always welcome to Missouri State Parks. Until next year, bye.